across Canberra and its surrounding regions. This is Win News.
Tonight, a total fire ban in place as crews mop up after a bushfire near Braidwood. A man hospitalised after a near drowning at Casuarina Sands. And ACT Policing goes online with fines to be distributed via email. Good evening, I'm Geoff Phillips. Also coming up tonight, the ACT government teams up with Men's Link to help young boys struggling with their mental health. A total fire ban has been declared for regions bordering the ACT tomorrow, with soaring temperatures posing a severe fire danger. It's clear authorities aren't taking any risks after a bushfire near Braidwood stretched crews to their limits in the past 72 hours.
Choppers and more than 80 firefighters at ground level battled this fire on Nerriga Road. Michael Hammond, Win News.
With the hot weather to stick around this week, tradies in the region are being urged to take care of themselves out in the heat. Master Builders Association ACT says it's vital to be aware of heat stroke signs and to look out for other colleagues as well.
Workers need to be mindful of taking regular breaks, staying hydrated and staying protected from the sun.
A man remains in hospital tonight after a near drowning at Casuarina Sands. The 20-year-old was swimming at the waterway yesterday when he began to struggle. He was pulled unresponsive from the river, with witnesses attempting CPR before paramedics took over. That incident came on the eve of Royal Life Saving's latest campaign called Respect the River, which aims to help prevent further drownings. Targeted at kids aged 4 to 14, the program will ensure children learn the dangers of rivers at an early age.
Inland waterways, a fun place to swim, but one of the deadliest.
In the last 15 years, Royal Life Saving Australia has observed that inland waterways, which is rivers, creeks, dams, are the #1 drowning spot in Australia.
Despite a drug scandal engulfing one of its directors, the South East Livestock Exchange, which runs sale yards at Yass, has opened a second operation in Victoria. The business is moving to distance itself from Rowan Arnold, who was one of 3 men arrested over an alleged cocaine syndicate in Serbia.
All systems go on the opening day of trade at the Mortlock sale yards.
ACT Policing is confident its shift to issuing fines via email won't result in more Canberrans being targeted by scammers. The force has announced we will now have the option of receiving traffic, parking and criminal fines through the internet.
We're embracing technology and looking at the ways we can do things better, more efficiently.
Men's Link is also seeking more volunteer mentors. Head to Win News Canberra on Facebook for details. Emma Groves, Win News.
Coming up next on Win News, plans for a new road in and out of Hyams Beach to help with traffic congestion. And huge crowds brave the heat to grab a bargain at the Green Shed's charity Lego sale. Proposal will be brought to Shoalhaven City Council tomorrow for a new road and car park at Hyams Beach to help the village deal with the volumes of visitors. Councillor Joanna Gass says her proposal will provide a long-term solution to traffic congestion issues and is urging the council to support it.
Traffic congestion continues to cripple Hyams Beach.
There is a problem. I acknowledge that. It's been a problem for a long, long time and it's been growing.
The ACT government is hailing the controversial Barton Highway upgrade a success, with new figures revealing crashes at the Barton Gundaroo Drive William Slim Drive roundabout have almost halved since the addition of traffic lights and extra lanes. From January to December last year, 47 accidents were reported, compared to an average of around 100 a year from 2012 to 2015, before the $10 million project started. Lego buffs have braved huge crowds and heatwave conditions to snag a bargain. A whopping 1.5 tonnes of the tiny toy up for grabs at the Green Shed's charity mega sale, with all proceeds going to the Canberra Hospital Foundation.
The thought of spending hours pressed shoulder to shoulder with fellow bargain hunters panning for gold in a giant shed without air conditioning as the mercury climbed to 38 degrees.
Sport is next with Melissa, and he put up a really good effort, but Nick Kyrgios out of the Australian Open.
It was an impressive game, Geoff. The Canberra product couldn't quite find his way past third seed Grigor Dimitrov in the 4th round. Plus, the Sydney Thunder arrive in Canberra ahead of Wednesday's WBBL doubleheader.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Back to school made easy.
Has been bundled out of the Australian Open overnight, falling to world number 3 Grigor Dimitrov in 4 sets. Going down 7-6, 7-6, 4-6, 7-6, the Canberran was left rueing his unforced errors, dishing up 7 double faults in the match. Despite the loss, Kyrgios hasn't lost any fans, with many lauding an improved mental toughness in the 22-year-old. He'll be back on court at the start of February when he spearheads Australia's Davis Cup campaign. Aidan Blizzard is back in the Sydney Thunder to put on a show at Manuka Oval on Wednesday night as they look to keep their BBL finals hopes alive. The Thunder will play host to the 4th place Renegades, with the hosts needing a win to stay in finals contention.
Fighting to keep their season alive, the Sydney Thunder know they can't afford to slip up against the 4th-placed Melbourne Renegades on Wednesday.
The ACT 89ers have suffered a shock loss to New South Wales in the final of the Men's National Softball Championships in Hawker. Despite the results, Softball ACT CEO Ben Kirk says the side's young players really stepped up throughout the tournament. And Geoff, that is sport for this Monday.
Same time, same place tomorrow.
We'll see you then.
OK, Tanya is here with the weather, and that summer heat continues.
It certainly does, Geoff, and we're expecting more warmth tomorrow. I'll bring you the details next.
This weather update, proudly brought to you by the new Toyota Prado. Luxury that goes anywhere.
Hello again, another hot summer's day with temperatures climbing well above average everywhere except on the south coast where they were closer to normal. Brent captured the lovely early morning colours lining the horizon beyond the High Court. If you've taken a weather photo you'd like to see up on screen, you can email it through to weather@wintv.com.au. Let's have a look at the details from today. The mercury had climbed to 25 degrees in Nowra by 8:30 this morning, top of 20 overnight in Merimbula, 29 the high today and 27 for Moruya and Batemans Bay. Looking inland now, winds gusted to 50 kilometres an hour at Bombala. It saw a top of 34 degrees, 23 the high for Perisher, while Thredbo went from 14 to a top of 21. Goulburn's strongest wind gust was 44 kilometres an hour. It saw a top of 36 degrees today and 33 the high for Yass, Gungahlin and Canberra. On the satellite, a hot and dry air mass is sitting over southeastern Australia. On the synoptic, a low pressure trough will bring a brief milder change across southeastern New South Wales and a southerly wind change to the western inland district into tomorrow. Taking a look at the fire danger, there is a total fire ban in place for the southern ranges tomorrow with severe fire danger forecast, so do take care. Taking a look at the forecast for the south coast, partly cloudy with some possible drizzle and the chance of a storm in the afternoon and early evening. Batemans Bay slipping to 19, heading for a top of 28 throughout the day tomorrow. 27 the forecast high for Bega. Further inland for the Snowy Mountains, now hot and partly cloudy with a medium chance of showers. A possible storm later. Winds will be gusty. 30 the forecast high for Bombala. Hot in the ACT as well. It will be partly cloudy with a slight chance of a shower. And a possible storm later in the afternoon and evening with winds picking up. 36 the forecast high for Goulburn and Bungendore. For Canberra, a partly cloudy day ahead, topping out at 36 after 20 overnight. And taking a look at Canberra's temperatures for the week ahead, there is the chance of showers creeping in, but not having a cooling effect on temperatures, which are remaining high. So, Geoff, it looks like we'll have to get used to the heat.
I think we already are, Tanya, thank you. And that is Win News for Monday the 22nd of January. To view some of our reports, visit the Win News Canberra Facebook page. I'm Geoff Phillips. Coming up next is The Project. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, regional Australia's #1 news source.